Hi everyone, I am T. I am a health and wellness practitioner, a paramedical tattoo artist, and I am also holding a double degree in science. I've spent the last decade helping women and families take back control of their health using natural and evidence-based tools and simple daily habits. My passion really grew out of my own story. Trying desperately to care naturally for my daughter and my family got me into reading ingredients, reducing toxins, and even moving 3,700 miles to be able to support our changing lifestyle. In 2022, I was diagnosed with a fatty liver and insulin resistance, which was essentially PCOS. Since my testosterone levels were completely out of balance, I was pre-diabetic, and no matter what I did, my weight just wouldn't budge. It was a constant yo-yo. But when I learned that the liver regulates over 1,000 of our hormones, it finally clicked. I didn't even need more medication. I needed to support my liver and my metabolism from the inside out. So, through consistent detox support, lifestyle changes, and targeted nutrition, I was able to reverse my diagnosis. Today, I no longer have PCOS, my fasting glucose is normal, and my hormones are balanced. And I've lost over 25 pounds and have kept it off. That is why I do what I do today with so much passion to help other men and women experience the same freedom and transformation without extremes, just truth and consistency. So, today we're going to dive into some of the products that have completely changed my life and the lives of dozens and dozens of men and women in our community. If you've joined one of our liver cleanse classes before, this is the new and simplified version. doTERRA has actually upgraded some of our favorite detox formulas, and honestly, I didn't even think that they could get any better, but they did. So, today, I'm going to walk you through what's new, why it matters, and how to use these tools to make this your most energized, balanced season yet. This is a cleanse that can be done anytime during the year. Personally, I do it 2 to 3 times a year. Right now, we're gearing up to order everything that we need to start strong together November 1st. Most of our clients are doing a 90-day detox challenge. And in today's class, we are basically covering the first 30 days. In other words, month one. And some feel amazing doing just that. But if you're ready to give your body your all and keep it going, which I totally recommend, go for the 90 days. While in month one, we focus on the liver, month two and three, we'll be focusing on addressing vitamin and mineral deficiencies and establishing sustainable and simple lifestyle routines that make all the difference. Now, why would anyone choose to start this detox now before the holidays? Well, it's really simple. This is the season where we tend to overindulge between sugar, heavy foods, and maybe even a few drinks. Our liver and gut ends up doing a lot of extra work. So, supporting your liver before that happens helps your body process alcohol and richer foods more efficiently, reduce cravings, balance sugar levels, and keep your energy and mood steady throughout the holidays so that you can actually enjoy the season without feeling bloated, sluggish, or even off track. We also have a full ebook that outlines everything from supplements to schedule and FAQs, so it's all really easy to follow. So let's get right into it. If you don't know the importance of a liver cleanse, your liver has about 500 different functions. It is the number one most important filtration organ in your body. If your liver is healthy, you are going to have about 90% less health issues. Now, during this time, you can feel free to take notes. And if you're someone that has been thinking about joining in to start your own doTERRA business, or you want to be a health coach, if you're part of our team or community and you want to just share this with friends and family, just reach out and connect with me because these resources, ebooks, and even the presentation can be available for you too. So feel free to take notes and screenshots. It's totally cool. There are about 30 to 40 different herbs in the world that can really help detox our body, especially our liver. When your liver is supported, you're also supporting your kidneys, you're supporting your gallbladder, and there's a lot of people that don't have a gallbladder. And so we need to support the liver even more because the liver is now doing double the function. It's now metabolizing all the food and the supplements, the alcohol, the medication, and aside from that, also working with bile, which is what the gallbladder used to do. So our liver cleanse promises to naturally boost your metabolism, detox your body, harmonize your hormones, and I'll let you guys put it in the chat. How many of you knew that the liver, your liver health, is 100% responsible for the hormones? Let me know in the chat. Many people don't know that, so don't feel bad. We're here learning together. When you detoxify your liver, you're able to have more energy, you're able to have better skin health. 99% of issues on the skin are due to a dirty liver. So, here are the signs of an unhealthy liver. And the amount of people that respond, yes, I have at least one or two or three of these in my stories, Um, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. Ever since we started this liver cleanse in our community, that is the number one thing that we see, the commonality. So signs of an unhealthy liver is bloating and gas because your liver cannot detoxify the foods that you're eating. It's going to have to go harder and it's going to have a harder time breaking down those foods that cause bloating and gas. Then there's acid reflux and heartburn. A lot of times it's caused by dehydration, but mainly it's caused by your liver not being able to move toxins faster and filtering the way that it should. So when toxins get backed up and we don't have the necessary enzymes to assist in our gut, there's a reaction which tends to be the acid reflux or the heartburn. You'll also have things like IBS and then major things like H. pylori, which is a bacteria in the gut. Constipation is also a big one. I struggled with this one big time because our liver cleanse is not just a liver cleanse, it's a kidney and a colon cleanse as well. You're going to see a difference, but also you're going to see a difference in your bowels. Skin and eyes are yellowish. That's a sign or symptom of jaundice. Babies tend to have that because their livers have not yet produced the enzymes that they need to be able to regulate. So if your eyes are yellowish, this is a sign that you have a very intoxicated body and there's poor liver function. And it's not just food, it's not just the medication. You have to understand that we're also bombarded by all of these chemicals that are sprayed into our environment, in our water, the pollution, inability to lose weight. If the liver is dirty, it's going to be mostly impossible to lose the weight. That also leads to the hormonal issues. So, a lot of women, younger and younger even, are experiencing perimenopause and menopause. They are having a harder time losing weight because their liver is so overtaxed from so many years of different things. And sometimes it's just what we need, a reset. I like to joke around that I'm still detoxing from all the Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret body perfumes that I used to buy. And then there's high blood pressure. Number one place where blood pressure is determined is in the liver because the liver determines blood quality from the foods that we eat. So the liver will absolutely determine blood pressure. We've seen people regulate blood pressure when they're on the liver cleanse. Moodiness, anxiety, and depression are absolutely affected because serotonin is produced in our gut, 80% of it, and that is the hormone that makes us feel good, that feel good hormone that we need in order for us to feel better, to have better mood, to have less anxiety, and so forth. And our gut is 100% connected to our brain and our mental health. So when our gut is off, there's bloating, bowels, and gut issues going on. It's going to affect the way that you feel. Dark urine, it's a big one. That usually means that something is off in your kidneys, rosacea, psoriasis, acne, dark spots, 100% related to liver health. As a paramedical tattoo artist, I used to offer a lot of camouflaging services, and slowly in my business, I started doing a 180 because what my clients really needed was to tackle these issues with a different approach, which was much more simple and effective, and that was a liver cleanse. Then we have chronic fatigue. One of the first things people see when they're on the liver cleanse is more energy, and that's usually caused either by sleep deprivation or a dirty liver. Excessive sweat or really bad body odor, usually a sign that your liver is not detoxing properly and you have an excess of toxins, so that manifests into body odor because those toxins have to come out somewhere. Bruising easily, varicose veins, poor cardiovascular function, and poor blood circulation, as well as poor appetite. When you have issues with a lot of sugar cravings, not being hungry in the mornings, but then all of a sudden being really hungry late at night, it's usually an issue with detoxing. Let's jump right into testimonials. This is a real person. This is a detox journey on day 20. You can see here the difference in her face. I was blown away when I saw this testimonial. Now, immunity is also going to be boosted because we have the black seed oil in our supplements now, which is I was so happy about because on its own, it doesn't taste that great, but in a capsule, we can totally manage. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. Crazy, 30 days. All right, so these are the seven essential benefits of doing a liver cleanse, and there are way more benefits by doing this, but these are amazing, especially right before the holidays. So you don't want to go into the holidays hammering your body with all the holiday food, the alcohol, the pernil, the mac and cheese, the pasteles, the flan. I know it's hard to stay away from that stuff when we're with the people that we love and we're enjoying good times. So a liver cleanse is going to help you rejuvenate your body, help you melt away the fat when you do your walking, when you're eating healthy, when you're in a higher protein diet. It really helps your body run smoother so you're not going, so you're going to sleep better as well, but you're also going to be able to handle those foods so much better. So the most important thing that I want everyone to take away from this presentation is that doTERRA products are meant to work from within, synergistically with our body. So when we work on the building blocks of health, health is then reflected in the exterior because we're working on the building blocks of our cells, and our essential oils and herbs that are scientifically tested and approved synergize with our cells. Unlike things like alcohol, antibiotics, over the counter medications, our cells do not know how to recognize it. So we see an increase in energy within a few days. I'm super excited personally to join in and do this liver cleanse with you all starting November 1st because it is the first detox cleanse that I'll be doing since removing my breast implants, which nearly took me out. Okay, I've shared a ton about it on my socials. If you see this past November 1st, though, it's all good because you can still order and jump in at any time. So if you want any of this, this cleanse is definitely for you. So why? Well, it's very simple. There are over 82,000 chemicals that have been created in the last 50 years. I know it's mind-blowing. I was talking about the meds before. We were talking about the chemicals and the food. We know about the microplastics. We know about the free radicals. We know about oxidative stress. But we also know that there's pollution and that there's things being sprayed in the sky. And there's things in our food and even in our toilet paper. And these chemicals are all being absorbed in our body, or we eat them and they're taken, or, right, it's taken intravenously. That all goes into our system. Now I want to introduce you to Karina. Karina is a makeup artist. She was really struggling with rosacea. If you look at the left picture, not only was her face puffier, this is a makeup artist trying to have perfect skin, right? And then she said, well, what can I do? So the liver cleanse was definitely in order. She goes on the liver cleanse, and in 4 months, this was her before and after. Not only did her skin completely clear up, she lost about 8 pounds. And this was a great testimony because in her line of work, where her skin is really important, and if you're not getting to the root issue, right? And getting your organs to function optimally, you can do all the things and get no results. And it can be super discouraging. But when you finally get relief and finally find something that clicks, it's a huge win. If you're getting up at 3:30 a.m. or 3 a.m., a lot of people think, oh, it must be my hormones. Maybe I'm just too tired. Maybe my body doesn't need any more sleep. It really isn't. It is the parasites, it is the liver flukes that are up at night trying to eat up all of the sugar that we have had during the day. Now, remember this, your liver works hardest from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., and it messes up our circadian rhythm when we're waking up. Our liver is filtering toxins while we're sleeping, processing hormones, regulating estrogen levels for both men and women. And that is the predominantly feminine hormone. So if as a man you're struggling with things like developing man boobs or your children are, it's a sign of overproduction of estrogen. And a liver cleanse is in order no matter the age. Testosterone and progesterone, which are the main three women levels that we need to have healthy periods, when we tend to be up at night, it is the estrogen dominance, whether it's too many carbs, too much sugar, too many fragrances, phthalates, sulfates, and all of these toxic products, cortisol is spiking. So that is going to keep us awake at night. Here are some liver facts. It is so crucial that if you are over the age of 25 years old, you're cleaning your liver at least once a year. I like to do mine 2 to 3 times a year, but a lot of these products I take on a daily. Anyways, like PB Restore. I cannot live without the PB Restore probiotic. Upon wake up, my 8-year-old takes this probiotic as well. My husband does too. Now, Revitazine is going to be very, very crucial part of my everyday health because even though I do things like the PBX, it's going to help with the toxic burden that we deal with on a daily, and it's going to help my liver because of all of those liver herbs. But there's 500 vital bodily functions, and everything from absorbing nutrients to regulating blood to balancing your macros in your food, from protein, fat, and sugar, destroying old red blood cells, is going to be regulated here. So this is a big one, guys, because this prevents people from getting major diseases like the big C word, autoimmune disorders. Also, it helps to reduce and prevent blood clots because we're improving our blood health. It breaks down and helps to metabolize alcohol faster, medication, and all the seed oils that people are consuming and everything. I would say that the seed oils is number one enemy of your liver. Number two is probably alcohol. And number three, I would say, is definitely medication. And when you become our client and you start the liver cleanse, we're not just giving you products, but we're giving you guidance, what to eat, what lifestyle choices to make, and all of that. It's also in a very essential in producing cholesterol. Our body needs cholesterol, but when our liver is dirty, sluggish, fatty liver, or psoriasis, you're really going to struggle with the correct amount of cholesterol that is supposed to produce in the body. The liver is the organ that produces cholesterol. Our brains need cholesterol. When people get into the triglyceride issues or thyroid issues, it is because our liver is overproducing. It is because we're not giving it the nutrients that it needs. It also removes toxins from the bloodstream, including bilirubin, which is la bilirubina, helps storing minerals, iron, and vitamin A. So if you are anemic and have never done a liver cleanse, you should not start taking iron pills before you do that liver cleanse. And this is not something that your doctor is going to tell you, especially before never doing a liver cleanse, right? So it's not just detoxing, it's also being able to store the things that we need for our body to run smoothly. So I just want you to understand that this liver cleanse is not just a detox, it is also a reset for our body to be able to absorb the nutrients better. These are some testimonials in our community. This lady, she did the liver cleanse before and also told her friends about it. And she said that about 10 of her friends did the liver cleanse, all of them having positive results. It helped her cut her caffeine and sugar, brought down the bloating, and she lost 10 pounds. What people often realize doing cleanses like this is that what they love is not necessarily the coffee. What they love is the sugar, the creamer, and all the stuff that they put in there, right? Um, it helped. It helped her to bring down the bloating and even lost some pounds. And then the other ones are from some doTERRA leaders talking about the new Revitazine capsules. So that is our Zendocrine line that has now been upgraded, right? So this person said that the capsules are the only thing that she added into her regimen. And on the fourth morning, she passed mucoid plaque. Then there's Dana Moore that is saying that she loves it. She takes Revitazine, turmeric, and Frank, and it helps from detox to inflammation. Now, we have so many amazing supplements, but getting this kinds of cleanse to reset the body, I think is so important. And you can really see at that point what your body exactly needs. But everyone needs a liver cleanse to actually get to the basics, right? And then you're like, okay, well, now I can put in some extra sleep support, or maybe I need some inflammation support or some gut support. And you can stick with those targeted ones, but really to do the reset is to see everything in your body start functioning properly, and it's top level, should be top level priority in your body because it's really, really important. And what I want you to understand is that someone in the chat asked if this gives you diarrhea. Absolutely not. You're not going to experience any diarrhea. This is not a detox where you have to stay home, where you have to interrupt your life. You can't take your kids to school. You will know when it's coming, and you're gonna be ready in the first few days. I recommend that you're more mindful, right, about the choices that you're going to make, about how your body is functioning. But as your body becomes more regular, just like Wendy, she said more regular over here, you're going to see that it's just a normal bodily function. Your body disposing of either old toxins or breaking down the food better so that the stuff that you're eating that day comes out better. So these are all real women, real testimonies from our Facebook group. And these are the liver cleanse products. There's castor oil, there's the enzymes, there's the PB Restore probiotic, pre and post, and probiotic with fiber, right? The organ detoxification complex, which is the new Revitazine complex that has black seed oil, the detox essential oil blends that has a ton of amazing oils that help to detox not just the liver, but the kidneys, the colon, and the gallbladder, and even the pancreas. Then there's a Meta Power essential oil, which I usually have people try at our events in a mocktail. It is our fat burning blend. I love to take it or apply it topically. It has 5 essential oils in one that help you not only control blood sugar glucose, but also help to speed up the metabolism so that you are burning fat as you're going about your day. And then the veggie capsules, which are optional. You can literally take 2 drops of the oils in your mouth directly because they're just not as spicy as they used to be with our old liver cleanse blends. So some people are actually saving $4.50 by not having to get the veggie capsules. That's all up to you. Now let's get into the good stuff. We are going to start with the superstar, Revita Zen. You're going to take it with your first meal. This has the #1 herbs to really detoxify your liver, and that is milk thistle. If you've heard of milk thistle, can you put it in the chat? If you've heard about the benefits of milk thistle, go ahead and put it in the chat. This has the correct amount of milk thistle for you to take every single day to protect your liver cells, to support detoxification and enzyme activity, and also reduce some of the oxidative stress in the liver. The liver is the only organ in the body that you all can really regenerate itself after damage. And I know because I did it. The liver was, when given the right supplements, when given the right lifestyle and the right diet, can regenerate itself like mine has. And I have shared my blood work here many, many times. So for people who have struggled with fatty liver, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, there is this huge deal. It's a huge deal for us because now we have an outlet and they have support to be able to support their liver like they never have before. There's artichoke leaf, which is an amazing supplement that would take the place of dandelion root and some of the things that were in the other complex. Artichoke leaf for years has been known to burn fat, but also helps get bile through the liver. So people that don't have a gallbladder, this is going to be your best friend because it's going to aid the liver in processing bile fats and supporting elimination. It also helps to regulate cholesterol. This is going to be the cholesterol person who's doing the liver cleanse. This is going to be their best friend. Then black cumin seed oil. Let me put it to you this way. Black cumin seed oil, popular in some cultures in other parts of the world, like Asian cultures, Middle Eastern cultures, their thought belief of black seed oil is that it kills everything except death. And I love that. I started taking black seed oil earlier this year, and I was so happy when I heard that doTERRA had it in capsules. It is absolutely amazing. But what makes it even more powerful? Cumin oil. So on top of the black seed oil, we're going to replace a lot of the other herbs that were in the original Zendocrine detox capsule, like the rhubarb, like the psyllium husk, has been replaced with the artichoke leaf. This is the essential oil blend. And so what doTERRA did was get the top 4 most amazing liver detoxing herbs and plants and put them into one capsule. And I want you to see the capsules. They are so cool. This oil and the herbs in one capsule, okay? Oils and herbs. And it's going to be released in the part of the body where we need it the most. doTERRA is the only company in the world mixing oils and plants, herbs together in one capsule. And that is because it is amplifying the power of each. So your black seed oil is being amplified because there's now cilantro in there, because there's also juniper berry in there. So doTERRA is the first company in the world that not only is using the highest level quality essential oils in one capsule, but also adding the herbs. So when your body takes this internally, it is absorbing and absolutely amplifying by tons and tons and tons more than if you were taking it just in tea. A milk thistle tea, will never compare to the potency of this capsule ever. And that is what I want to make really clear why this liver cleanse is so special. There's tangerine, which is an antioxidant. It supports bile, right? So you have to remember your liver will take all the food and all these things. Your body has to make it into something. So it's either going to make it into blood, it's going to make it into energy, it's going to poop, right? It's going to make it into bile, and the right amount of bile will protect your gallbladder. Tangerine is that antioxidant that protects your liver from doing that, especially if you don't have a gallbladder. Then rosemary, it's not just an enzyme, right? But also a shield for your liver. It also helps with things like focus. That's why a lot of people that get on the liver cleanse are trying to do away with the brain funk because our best brain oil is in this. This is not only in the oil, but also in the capsule. It's going to help a ton. Geranium is the hormonal support oil, and it's in the capsule. It balances and soothes organs. It helps to regenerate tissue, and it supports liver and kidneys. And it's also a nurturing oil. It's a heart oil, an oil that replenishes skin. So geranium is very special in this blend. Ginger, you're going to get 3 doses of ginger in this cleanse. Not that it didn't have it in the old version, but it's because ginger, we've known for years and centuries that it's been used for many, many years as a detoxing root. It helps with digestion, right? It soothes the gut, and in the right amount for you, not only will it help you? But it's not going to cause any type of diarrhea or bathroom runs or bowel movements that you cannot control. So you will be having normal bowel movements. They should float and they should be a certain color. And if you don't know about poop health, the health, this might be a good opportunity to do schedule a little one-on-one consultation with me so that we can go over those important milestones, or do a little quick search online. All right. Juniper berry. Okay. Juniper berry is both in the oil and the capsule. And juniper berry is one of the strongest berries that you can eat or take internally or apply for urinary health. And this is going to be the oil that really supports and detoxes our kidneys. It's so much more powerful than cranberry juice. I used to take cranberry capsules if I had a UTI, if I had a yeast infection, or some type of urine issue. I even gave it to my little girl when she was smaller. But juniper berry will be the support for that. And then there's cilantro, our heavy hitter that's great for heavy metals. Our sweet cilantro that smells like funny, right? Like tacos, but we don't want to be walking around the office smelling like cilantro in this blend. Before, we used to have it in our old liver cleanse, and one of my friends said jokingly, "Oh my God, I spilled cilantro all over my bag," and it was horrendous. Well, long gone are those days. And what I love is that you can apply this at the bottoms of your feet. You can put patches. I have shown the patches that I use over my belly button throughout the day. At nighttime, it's going to help you to detox and not smell like a Mexican restaurant, which I love, but we don't want to smell like it, right? So we no longer have the celery seed oil because the artichoke leaf took that. The ginger took the place of the celery seed. The black seed oil took the place of the celery seed, and the cilantro still in there because it's a heavy hitter. So we no longer have to grab extra oils. This cleanse is not only complete, but over and beyond with the most incredible oils and supplements that we need on a daily basis. And here are a few testimonials that you can go ahead and read through this. Okay. Now, there are different tests that you can run. I always encourage people to do their blood work. I always say test, don't guess. Check your blood glucose levels, check your blood, check everything that you can within your power. Again, I go over this on our one-on-ones and I share what type of blood work you can ask your doctor for, or compare to what you've gotten done. Because you will see that within 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, there's going to be a huge transformation in your body. And there are lots of hormonal changes that are going to happen. And the liver is so important and impactful, and it affects cortisol levels, estrogen levels. It's going to impact absolutely everything in your body. Now, this is a little bit of hormone education because hormone is such a huge topic right now. Excess estrogen is what causes the PCOS, what causes fibroids, what causes heavy periods, what causes disruption in hormones. And that is usually caused by either bad digestive system or a lot of toxic beauty products, all of the Bath and Body Works, the Victoria's Secret, all of the makeup, the hairspray, the shampoo, and all of the things. I mean, we are applying over 3,500 chemicals on our bodies by the time it is 9 a.m. after we've brushed our teeth, done our skincare, put on makeup, and put on perfume, and all of that. It is horrendous. So this is going to help you detoxify from all of that stuff, and from things that we cannot control, like the environmental things, right? That we're exposed to on a daily. So testosterone is an oil. um, uh, Testosterone in women, I'm sorry, is something that really throws us off, right? That was a huge issue that I was experiencing. It is a hormone that women need, but we also need to maintain it. We need to maintain a balance between our estrogen and our testosterone. It's also a fertility hormone that we need. It's also a hormone that works with our mood and our mental health. Very important for our libido. Women that struggle with libido either have high levels of estrogen or low levels of testosterone. So what we want to do is to be able to balance those things out so that you're operating the way that you should. You have better sexual health and so forth, because our liver regulates our hormones. Now, one of the things that we have now is our castor oil. And I'm super excited about castor oil. I have shared a ton of education on castor oil. So when doTERRA said that they were coming out with a castor oil, I was super hyped. Now, I haven't received mines yet, but everyone in the community is saying that this one is not as thick as the other ones and is even much lighter. And I love that. So, It is hexane free, it is organic, all of that. It is top quality, so you're gonna feel really good. A lot of people have been loving it so far, and it's going to be amazing for your liver cleanse. But you can use it in so many different ways. If you go on Instagram, you'll see a ton of people using castor oil on their skincare. They're raving about it. They mix it with frankincense. It's like the holy grail combo, right? Super popular on TikTok too. So you can make a whole skincare oil just with this, and this is part of your liver cleanse, so you can use this for other things. You can also apply it to your hair growth too, right? I showed a lot of videos of how I regrown my edges right after the vid. It all fell out. Usually that happens postpartum as well. So you can support your hair growth with your castor oil. It's really gentle. So it's going to help you with things like lymphatic drainage. It's super important for a lot of us, right? You want to get things going and moving in your body. So for puffiness and all that kind of stuff, you can apply it over your stomach, over your belly button, over your liver. You can buy the patches. You can buy the organic cotton cloth on Amazon and strap it around and use that to sleep on. At nighttime, it is great for pain relief, digestion, great for liver function, hormones, menstrual cramps, circulation, tissues, relaxation, pain management. My mom has been dealing with pain, with some sciatica pain, and she has been leaning heavy on castor oil and red light therapy. That combination has really been helping her. So you know that you're going to be getting the best castor oil on the market. So I am super, super excited for you guys to try this castor oil because there's so many benefits, even relaxation, that so many people talk about. All right, let's go to the next slide. Here's some different ways that you can use it, right? We've covered most of them, but you can put it on your navel. You can put it over your liver. You can use it for skincare. Now, why the navel? Because there are 400,000 different nerve endings in our navel. So that's going to be a really good way for you to support your overall wellness. And these are some of the levels that come down. Let me show you. I want to show you this testimonial, right? And this is why we say go ahead and get tested and get all of that blood work done. So these are this his lab work, and he did this over a period of 6 months. And I love that. Use yourself as your own guinea pig to show that what you're doing is actually working. Don't just wing it. Be organized with this if you can. So this is a person did a 6 month data on themselves. He started on January 20th and he was at 117 with his ALT levels. That is the liver. And he went from 117 to 116 to 70. That is huge. That means that there is healing within his liver. His triglycerides went from 227 to 154. And then you have the glucose levels. These are his fasting glucose levels from 129 to 124 to 104. And then we still, he's saying that he still has work to do, but he is super excited that his AST and his ALT numbers went down. And those are your liver markers, how well your liver is working. Um, then he pretty much literally changed his life in as little as 6 months. And this time is going to go by regardless. So, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to take your health by your own, the horns, right? By your own hands? And are you actually going to do something and help your body do what it was designed to do? And this was him without any workouts. He's in Pennsylvania. This was all that he was doing. And this is all of the progress that he made. He also, this is also another review of someone that lost 28 pounds. I mean, that is crazy, insane. And the other one that I love, and it's not in here, is a friend, Erica, she taught the class, and she has a cousin that lives in Texas that had never had a regular blood period. And she shared with us in this previous class that she actually got her period after her liver cleanse. And that was super powerful because we need our periods. There are a lot of women that get super hype and excited when they no longer have their periods. But believe me, periods is your fountain of youth. So you want to have your periods. Women that are menopausal or premenopausal, and they're like, oh, I'm happy that I don't have my period. No, you want your period. Believe me, you do. So do whatever you can to get that period going. And the liver cleanse is going to be your first step. Then we're going into digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes are really going to help you break down those foods in your in your intestines, and it's going to help you produce the enzymes that you need that are going to keep your digestion regular. That's going to help you absorb the nutrients in your food, and it's going to help those nutrients give you the energy that you need. There are a ton of benefits for Terrazyme, but basically it's going to help you to digest those proteins, digest the fats, complex carbs, sugars, and fiber. So that means that if you have any food sensitivities, any allergies, this is going to be the thing that you are missing and going to give you the biggest impact. Here are some testimonials from using the Terrazyme, and literally they are mentioning the food sensitivities, the tummy problems for years. A little kid, 1 year old with eczema, broke up a capsule and sprinkled it in some applesauce, helped with digestion and skin. Something so natural, it helps my stomach instead of suffering through the pain when I eat things that don't agree with me. So this is seriously a life changer. That is what Trisha is saying. Her husband had diverticulitis, and a couple of years ago, he had a change in his diet, but it was the worst sticking to it. So Terrazyme 100% prevents his stomach pains. I love these testimonials. Then we have the MetaPower essential oil, which we talked about briefly. It has 5 of those essential oils that help with our metabolism, but help to also balance our blood sugar. And it has cinnamon, grapefruit, peppermint, lemon essential oil, ginger. If you've been to one of my events, you've already tried the MetaPower. It helps with energy. It helps releasing a negative body image, right? Because it's going to help us to target adipose fat wherever we don't want it. So you can use it for a massage to give yourself some maderoterapia. And it's even going to help you curb sugar cravings. Then we have the PB Restore. I have the capsules right here. I want to show them to you because the capsules are the coolest. And I had an event this past weekend and I shared it. Now I'm going to try. There we go. Now, these capsules have a technology called microencapsulation. The probiotics are held inside of a second capsule. That is huge because inside of that capsule, there are 30 bioactive pre and pro and postbiotics and bacteriophages. Together, they help to support digestive health, immune function, metabolism, skin health, oral health, nutrient absorption, and so much more. And when we are taking a probiotic that doesn't have that technology, it will not survive those harsh conditions that we already have in our stomach. So it doesn't get to where we need it within our gut. These are GMO, they're gluten free, and they have everything that we need to restore our gut health. This is something that my little girl takes, my husband takes, I take it. It is absolutely a game changer. This liver cleanse is super simple. This is the schedule. And in the morning, you start with one PB Restore probiotic on an empty stomach upon waking, right? You want to give your body all of those good bacteria to recolonize your gut. I love doing this with some warm water or room temperature water. You do not want to do cold, right? Take one Revitazen capsule with breakfast. And then we're moving on to lunch. You're going to take one capsule of each, the Terrazyme and the Revitazen with lunch, and make sure to drink a lot of water. You want to make sure that you're taking your Revitazen before you eat so that you are not burping up anything, right? It is actually breaking down with your food, and be sure to drink a lot of water. 1 to 3 drops of each of the MetaPower and the Revitazen oils, either in a veggie capsule or a little spoonful of water, a little shot. Then we're moving to dinner. That's it. And for dinner, you're going to do the Terrazyme again. Take 1 to 3 drops of the MetaPower and the Revitazen oils in a veggie capsule, and you are done. Now you can apply these oils topically. You're going to make a roller bottle blend with 10 to 12 drops of each of the MetaPower and the Revitazen oils, and you're going to fill the rest with your castor oil. You're going to apply this over your liver, your kidneys, your lower belly, the belly button throughout the day when you do massages, when you're loving on yourself, before you do some dry brushing, and the bottoms of the feet before bedtime. The castor oil packs or the patches once a day. You can do this at night, or you can put the patches throughout the day and just spend your day with it. Once a day is all you need. You use the castor oil pack or a patch. For the castor oil wrap, you can apply 1 teaspoon of the castor oil mixed with 3 drops of the Revitazen. And I'm going to have videos of all of this on my page so that you can watch these tutorials and do it and have no confusion. If you're using a patch, 3 drops of each castor oil and 3 drops of the Revitazen, and that is it. So super simple. This is the liver cleanse, 223 for a 30-day supply. You're gonna have a ton of oils left over beyond the 30 days that you can continue using throughout the next coming months, like the castor oil, the Metapower, the Revitazine. And there's a bonus for this month. You're going to get a free ebook with all the instructions and resources, plus a ton of freebies that we have right now, like a free diffuser. You're also going to get a free balanced essential oil, which is a grounding blend, one of my favorite oils. This is the diffuser and the balance that you're going to get for free for becoming my customer as a welcome gift. And this is for this month of October. Now, this is not a commitment that you're making of a monthly thing. You can totally do that if you want to. And I want to show you some of the benefits of becoming our rewards loyalty customer because every single month you get a ton of freebies. For this first month that you order your liver cleanse, you're going to get all of those freebies, but you're also going to get $12 automatically added to your account, and you can use that to shop anything you want. Throughout the monthly wellness rewards program, you earn 10 to 30% back in the product credit that you order. So if you're placing an order of $223, you're going to get that back into your account, and you're going to receive a 5 millimeter essential oil bottle every single month that you place anything. Now, because I am constantly ordering my vitamins, minerals, and greens every month, or I'm ordering my probiotic, or I'm ordering the probiotics for my little girl, and all of our other supplements, I have not ordered or bought any face uh any of like my skincare. I haven't bought any On Guard cleaner. I haven't bought any toothpaste. I am literally buying all of those things that are clean and natural and essential oil based using my points. So I am buying the things that I need in my supplements, and all the points that I get for free, I'm using that to buy my supplements. I'm getting free essential oils every month. So every single month you will get one of these oils. So this month everyone is receiving Serenity. For the month of November, it's Breathe, respiratory support. And then for the month of December, it is Adaptive for anxious feelings. Then January, we start Metabolic Health with the Metapower oil. And you get all of these things for free. Now, our wellness program is super simple. You can cancel anytime. You get 25% discount off of anything that you order. And then what I love the most is that if you choose, you sign up to the rewards program. But if you choose that you don't want to join for the second or the third month, or you want to just cancel, there's no problem. You can cancel. But then if you decide that you want to jump on month 2 or 3, you've already lost out on all of the points and all of the freebies. So it's much better for you to get on from the beginning, get all of your freebies, take advantage of everything that you can, and then cancel later on if you happen to change your mind. In my stories, I have left you the link to order your liver cleanse. So you will have everything that you need to order what you need to get started. This is the new sample sachet that every customer gets when they get on the doTERRA rewards order. It includes samples of the probiotic, the MetaPower Recharge, and strawberry, which is my favorite flavor. It's the electrolyte. It has Deep Blue Rub, which if you were in my Pilates Princess event and you got a VIP bag, there was a sample in there. There's Adaptive Oil, doTERRA On Guard toothpaste, there's Serenity Oil. And this is for all first time rewards members. So I hope that this information has been super helpful for you. I will have a recording if you missed some of it. And I'm also going to have this live on my Instagram. I'm super excited to get started November 1st doing this liver cleanse with you and literally change our lives and the course of how we feel throughout the holiday season once and for all. Hi, Jade. I'm going to stop this recording.